happened last time?
Yes.
I feel like there was a lot of talking.
So,
Pitching with the tidal wave and then stuff.
well, here's what happened last session. You all got on your ship after finalizing pseudo plans. Got disappointed by initial estimates of how long it would take to get to the Genomycin theocracy. And in an effort to stem the boredom of sailing, a day of duels was held sporadically, or, well, just like off the cuff. Some of you won, some of you lost. Though Miss Olivia's duel with Elrahil is an interesting case, because she did a very Miss Olivia thing and played dirty, and made the barbarian angry.
Bad.
Mad enough to the point where he could not control his lycanthropy. And in doing so, bit her. However, he was taken down eventually. And Miss Olivia went and talked with Chomper to see if she could cure the lycanthropy that she thinks she had. He also got fed up with the whole depressed Chomper bit. And she and Fleur had a private talk with her, where you learned that she encountered the future version of herself in the Monte Scalacti. And during said interaction, her future self told her that she was a cleric to the Hungering One. And that's what's been making her all depressed. Miss Olivia decided to get the Twin Divine involved and convinced the Goddess of Peace to make her a cleric of her. Fleur forced her to go to bed at once the interaction was over. And you continued on your way to where you got a sky view of the city of Froth. However, let us rewind to the previous evening. As you fall into a dream, it starts off as something related to your status as a chosen of the Twin Divine. A dream of dragons, or some far-flung piece of nature, or you slaying your demons. However, as the dream continues on, it shifts as if you entered someone else's dream. You find yourselves on a path before you lies the Genomycin theocracy. There, where the Gamun River flows into the ocean, the path splits in two. On each path is a group of 4 people facing you. One is obviously yourselves, and behind them the path splits again, one to a wall of screaming souls, and the other to yourselves again, but this time wearing the armor of those who you are now fighting. The second group of people is a group of identical composition as yours, but there is none who you recognize. The path behind them likewise splits. At the head of one pathway sits a fiery bird upon a small red ball that resembles Malar, the red moon. Its path merges with one of the paths behind your group briefly, before splitting off and going off into the distance. A second path, of no particular note, likewise leads into the distance. The third path loops around behind you, and as you follow it, it leads you back to your island, Mikhail, and to the Montes Galacti. In the Montes Galacti, 3 sites lie before you. A city of white and blue towers, on an ice-covered mountain with a cloud of ash rising from it, and in the distance, a great tree. And so, I now ask, you two, what do you do?
Okay, so it's very important in dreams to look up at the sky, I think. So I will do so. I will look up at the sky. Is there anything different there?
Not at this moment.
Okay. All right, wait, sorry. So you said that there's a massive tree and then there's a burning city of ice.
No. There are 3 sites before you. A city of white and blue towers, an ice-covered mountain with a cloud of ash rising from it, and in the distance, a great tree.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought the city was on the mountain. Okay, so we have Epic, Deadly, and Sturbon. I'm going to go with Epic, so I'll go to the city. Oh, wait, sorry. Is Sturbon in the dream too?
You don't see him.
Okay. Then I won't worry about him, because Dahan is selfish. So he's going to start walking towards the city.
Right. In the city, you find nothing. As you continue looking around you, you eventually come to a cliff face that overlooks the entire world. There you find an elven woman wearing a white dress, looking out over the world. Looking out at the world. As you approach, she turns towards you and says, "You, what are you doing here?" Before you can do or say anything, she raises her hand in a stopping motion, and the dream ends. Daehun will be confused for a moment and then go back to sleep. Strabon, up to you.
All right, you said there was a forest.
There is a great tree in the distance.
All right. Well, I guess he's gonna head there then.
The tree, as you approach it, is not in the mountains, but as you reach their end, you see the tree is on an island in the middle of the ocean. Before long... Yes?
Oh, no, it's fun.
Before long, the ocean starts receding, and the earth begins to crack and crumble, as the tree begins to grow larger and larger. Eventually, the tree splits in half, and a gigantic shadowy being with glowing white eyes rises into the inky black sky, where slowly, one by one, the moons lose their light and disappear, and then the sun, and then the stars, before all fades to black, and the dream ends.
Crap.
Yeah, wonderful.
Daehun is going to wake up again, actually, this time, and realize that he was just disrespected. Hey, darn it, I need my demon back. And then I'll go back to sleep.
When you awake from these respective dreams, it is as much of a morning as you can get at this high of an altitude during the winter. But you are permitted. When you go out on deck and view the city of Froth for the first time, this is more or less the view that you get. Now, there is in your character journals, or in your respective journals, a map of the city that includes the name of the districts.
Oh. All right, I gotta say, the naming on this one is awesome. I already like it.
What, Froth?
Yeah, Frost. Well, you got Dark Orchard, which sounds awesome. East District, which, I mean, you gotta have some part that sounds a little bit boring. Duskford. Oh, boy. The Great Mile. I want to go to the Great Mile. That sounds so cool. Moon Harbor. Awesome. Oh, and there's another one. What did you use to make this? Murky Harbor.
So, the map generator that I used for like this map here.
Yep.
One of their new-ish features is that you can click on a city, and it'll pop up information, and it can generate a map for you of that city using a different website.
Oh, that's so cool. We got the Citadel, Murky Harbor, Heather Ferry. Yeah, and also thank you for putting this in the in our journals because I like looking at it. Cool. Okay, well, Daehun's gonna go about his usual morning routine of, I guess, whispering to his sword, praying to the sun, eating porridge. I don't know.
The ship eventually lands in the bay just out of sight because this is technically still a secret project from Shimver. But as your ship is sailing into the harbor, a ship that slightly smaller approaches yours, and hear someone call out, "Unknown vessel, come to a halt. Need to speak with your captain."
Tegan is on board, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I'll just shout generally downstairs. Hey, I want this thing stopped.
Hi, Captain.
Thank you. Okay.
Your ship comes to a stop and the smaller vessel approaches. A gangway is lower between the two ships, and on board will step a number of individuals. They appear mostly in guard attire. You could think of these guys as TSA agents.
Oh, boy.
This would be something that Daeon would be nominally aware of, being from here, and he had to get out somehow.
just that they didn't like me last time. I didn't bathe for like 3 months. Oh well. All right. I'll talk to him. He's going to walk up to these TSA guardsmen, perform I don't know, a traditional greeting of the area, if I even know that, and then ask, hello, how can I help you?
We do not recognize your ship. From what country of origin is this from?
Daehoon's going to freeze. Hey, Tegan.
Other?
Tegan, where are we from?
We're technically a bunch of freelancers. You to have
Oh,
that island.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are from the Isle of McTail.
God.
No, sorry, McIsle. That's the town. Technically from the town McTail, but we are from McIsle. It is a privately owned, I believe, corporate island.
This is strange concept. I have not heard of this island.
No, it is very recent. Well, the other one's downstairs, probably with a hangover. How about this? We do not have information on our island as of yet. We do have some work orders, but as of now, we are not recognized as any independent country.
You are freelancers.
Yes, adventurers, mercenaries.
Bring your ship into Moon Harbor. There your ship will be inspected. Make sure you are not bringing in illegal goods.
Okay.
Do you know what the illegal goods are for this place?
May we please get a list of illegal
What? Did you just shove your mic into a glass?
No, that was me choking on some ground beef.
Ooh. Yeah, don't do that.
A list will be provided when you get to a port.
Thank you. Goodbye.
They will return to your ship and you will be directed to Moon Harbor.
Okay, while we're doing that, I'm going to give out stealthy orders to everyone on the ship. All right, I want this place cleaned as soon as possible. I don't care if you have to go into personal quarters. I want Liv to either be stowed away, hidden, anything. Just make sure her alcohol isn't noticeable or her spines. I don't know. All right? Hide everything quickly.
Jawohl, Captain.
Thank you. Okay. Yep, just try to make us look presentable. Dagon's going to freshen up and take off his helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be something that you would be familiar with, is that they do want facial recognition.
Yeah.
Or at least to match a face with an identification of some kind. Your crew goes about hiding things. So Damon's freshening up. Starborn, what are you doing at this time?
Trying to figure out if a dinosaur counts as illegal goods.
Wait. Why?
Because don't we have one in our hold? Or
To be honest, don't remember.
because I remember I made an aptera. I can't even say it.
Archaeopteryx?
Yep. And Gallimimus, I think it was.
Gallimimus?
Yeah, Gallimimus.
Um,
Although I think I might have it's entirely possible that that we released it on the island. To be fair, so, I mean, I guess at this point he's just, I don't know, totally making it look like the doors to the engine room and other techie stuff are just kind of turning invisible,
Hidden.
hidden, sure, or just straight up growing so it looks like they're just solid wall. Door becomes solid wall. Uh,
Yeah, I can see now. I'm pretty sure your ship is bigger than this. Why is there a wall here?
Yeah,
no idea. You think I know how to build a ship?
that's true. Hey, we have some pretty high, let's see, persuasion. We can probably persuade him that we're idiots.
I mean, I've done that before with other characters. Just straight up, just tell the truth because I have no idea what the fuck just happened. It works.
All right. So we're banking on them not knowing how big a ship is, or them thinking that we don't know how big a ship is, and then not figuring out who would know. Got it.
Your crew make as short of work they can to get things hidden. Some of your passengers are, well, let me put it this way. Where you once had a changeling and a elven blacksmith, there's now 2 priests.
Nice.
Well, a priest and a nun. Anything else in between? Oh no, the Kenku rogue has made him look as much of a beggar as he can. Silver has gone ahead and polished his armor and his weapons. It takes you a moment, but you realize that Fleur is, well, for one, wearing different clothes, but that's not unusual, but she's also wearing a wig.
Mm-hmm.
So she resembles the disguise that she had back when you were looking for the Demonomicon. I don't think they're. Yeah, no one else seems to go to much effort into making themselves look different. But you come to port in Moon Harbor. Sure, this does not feel right with Daehun because of the name.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll be tolerant. It's not like they're honoring the moon. It's just named after it.
Yeah, it's just named after the things that will eat the sun.
Hopefully it doesn't eat us. I want to get out of this place alive.
After a few minutes, a larger number of those TSA agents come on board. They go up to you, Dehun, and you are a captain of this ship, duh?
Yes.
Here is list that you requested.
Okay. I'll take the list, and I'm just going to really quick run through it. Before I permit them on the ship, I just want a quick run through. Just really important items that definitely stay.
A lot of them are religious items.
Okay.
There is also like moonshine. Artifacts like poisons, of course, and something called a WMD.
WMD. Excuse me, sir. One last question before I permit you on. What is a WMD?
Weapon of mass destruction.
How big we talking? Like the city or
The
just a
one that
house?
leveled the blasted tree we were fighting, Dehun.
Oh,
That would be considered a weapon of mass destruction.
oh, thank goodness we don't have any of those. Yeah, that could level all of us instantly.
If
All
we
right.
had any of those, you would accidentally set it off like you did with the last one.
Shut up. All right, sir. Looks good. You may inspect the ship.
Thank you.
As if I had a choice.
No, you don't have choice.
Oh, no. He was trying to say that under his breath. Very perceptive.
Now, the agents do go through the cargo hold, and they don't let anyone off the ship, except for the priest and the nun. As soon as they see the sister, you have returned. Yes, and we do not want to be prolonged. Some of the things that these people are bringing here are things of... they are seeking to do business with His Holiness. And they have brought some of their own goods. And she will reach into her bag, pull out some a handful of platinum pieces, which she will slide into the agent's hands. Now, I do not want this procedure to take too long, or for their... well, I can assure you that they are perfectly legal. We'll put the coins into a side bag and say, "Of course not, sister. I just point out the merchandise and we will make sure that they get off the ship, no problem."
All right. Here, just for reference, for character fluff, Dahun is going to watch how these people conduct their investigation. He wants to know what these procedures are like, if he ever has to use them.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception. You don't get some of the finer details. They just do like cursory looks at everyone's things. They specifically just like glance at the goods or the kegs of alcohol that you got from Libertas that the nun pointed out. But when they come to a fairly large crate that over the past week you learned that Turku had brought on board, there is quite a bit of contention because Turku does not allow them to take a look at the contents of the container. It actually threatens them with various means, and they not wanting to challenge the level 20 warlock back down. But once they conduct their search, the man will come back to you and say, some of your items, they are interesting. What purpose do you have in coming to Froth, or the Genomycin Theocracy?
We are here for work and for business. Well, technically the same thing, but, here to sell and here to do services. I guess those items will be used for both. We are obviously specialized, being adventurers.
That and we're just seeing the world, really, at this point.
Well, we don't need to tell them that.
See the world.
I did not say that out loud.
Destroyed.
What items specifically are you looking at?
We could not help but notice that in crew quarters there are alchemical supplies.
Is there a problem with our chemical supplies?
As long as they stay on ship, they are fine.
Oh, yes. Yes, we use them for healing potions. We get into a lot of trouble.
Because someone likes to punch bears.
Sorry. Yes. That, and I believe a few additional buffing potions. I don't trade in poison. It's dishonorable.
Are you doing business here in Froth, or are you going elsewhere in Theocracy?
I will be conducting some business in Froth if you have a reasonably equipped magical shop. We may be gaining information here, but I don't believe that we'll be taking up any service jobs.
We will keep an eye on your group to make sure they stay in Froth.
Understood. Who do we contact to tell if we are going elsewhere?
Preferably one of our agents. Though if you contact one of the clergy, they foresee transportation around country.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Lot of business done around Arthur Ferry. Though
service type?
Shops.
Oh, perfect.
I assume you do not want marketplace. That is for common person. Not
No, we'll send someone else there.
very well. That is all business we have.
Thank you. You were very clean and respectful. Is there any way to report your services to an agent or clergy? I was impressed.
You can find a lot of clergy over at Castle or in one of various churches around city.
Understood. And just so I can give them your name, saying that you're doing a good job. What is your name?
Eto...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did not. I'm sorry about that.
No, this is a traditional thing that DMs must endure. Is being unprepared with names.
I got. Oh yeah, remember Arson's name is Franz. I got Smeek. I don't remember who Smeek is. Oh, I have to visit Timothy again. I forgot about him. Okay, sorry.
No, darn these names. They're yeah, whatever. Vasily Ignatov.
Misili. It cut out there, sorry.
Vasily Ignatov. Just right, or put that in here.
Vasily Ignatov. Thank you very much, Vasily. And you know what? I'm really sorry. I should really stop doing it. I'm too personable. I'm such a nice person. Oh, stop talking.
Darren, I think that's precisely what Audrey meant, is that you need to be nicer.
Oh yeah, he's definitely being nice here. Such a nice guy, this day. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of unsettling. I don't know why she told you to do it.
I don't know. I think it's better because then they're surprised when I turn on them and dice up their families. You did not say that out loud. Not in front of Vasily.
I don't think you've ever diced up families.
You don't know me, Sturbot. I've done some dark things, Sturbot.
I know what you've done.
No, you don't. There's so much. I have like a total of 3 years of activity that you don't know about.
3-4 years. How wonderful.
I know. I've killed Sturbot. Wait, well, you already knew that. But...
I'm a bloody soldier. I'm an ex-soldier. Excuse me. I've killed before. It's nothing new.
Wait, you're a soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Oh.
He's a deserter.
Oh.
Retirement fund and everything.
So like arson. Sorry, Fran. Okay. All right. Well, if that's done.
Oh. One more thing. We need well, 2 more things. If you do decide to go get out of the city and get permission from border agents or clergy, your ship will not be able to traverse river if you want to go to capital. You will need a smaller boat.
Understood. It's just because of the river's size?
River depth.
Ah, depth. Well, thank you for letting
This
us know.
ship wasn't exactly made for going up rivers.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, and then the second?
Name and identification.
Oh, it's been some time since I had to do that. And just contact an agent or clergy, preferably at a church.
If you want to leave city, but right now we need to know who is entered city.
Oh, he's like asking me now for
Da,
rats. Oh no.
Everyone.
Um,
everyone.
everyone. Okay, everyone line up. Please get your identification ready. Daehoon is. I'm very sorry, Vasily. I have to go to my room. I believe I left it there. I wasn't expecting this. Foreigners. Just a moment, please.
You should always expect this.
He is a vigilante. He is outlaw. He does not. Daehoon is still new to this idea of society, despite wanting to create one. So, does he get the permission to go to his room?
Da.
Okay, sweet. He's going to rush to his room really quick. I don't think I have identification.
Yeah, you all have adventuring identification
Right.
things.
I need to put that in my other
We
possession.
also made IDs for everyone at some point.
Either real or fake. I think fake you have to ask Miss Olivia. So, well, Daehoon is gone. The agents will go over to you. Starabon kind of has a disgusted look. He says, "Name and identification, devil person."
Yeah, racist.
Oh, right, I remember why I don't visit this place more often. He pulls out a ID. What's it? Let's see what the name says. Why did I just get the name for Vasily now?
I don't know.
He'll just hand over a. He'll just hand over his ID for now.
Starabon Bookholter. Ja? Or da?
Sure, we can go with that.
Your unwillingness to cooperate will be noted.
Your name has been noted as well.
Don't threaten the TSA agent.
I can do stuff that I did. I can make a house here as well.
You could, but I don't see the point.
The same house that I made in the other city, the one that's like a couple 100 feet tall, so if it ever falls over, there's going to be issues for the city. Have your religion face that.
You able to find it while everyone else gets there, or while all the passengers that are going to be getting off the ship have their identifications checked.
All right. Okay, yeah, then I'll just rush to the back of the line and then stand there waiting.
Miss Olivia would probably be air. I don't know what she would be doing. It's
Airborne avoiding security for sure.
Well, here's the thing: is technically wanted in this country. So I don't know if she would be so brash as to not go disguised, or if she would actually be doing the smart thing and not be herself.
How about for the fun of it, we roll, see what she does. Between 3 good options and 1 bad one.
Nah. As much as I would love to have Lunar pay for playing Minecraft while we're doing this, I'm not going to be that mean because it could have unforeseen consequences that have absolutely nothing to do with the dream that you all had last night.
Right, yeah, I gotta keep us on track.
But beginning to flourish, she gives her name as not any name that you know of. And say that she's here on business on behalf of her husband, and that the Kenku is her personal servant, and Silvar is a warlock bodyguard for her.
Technically, the truth.
Then they get to you, Daehun. Name and identification.
Daehun Stormbender. He's going to hold out his ID, hopefully with the same name on it.
Take the identification card.
And he's going to smile at him. Oh no.
That is unusual name. Hand the card back.
Oh, thank you. I pride myself in being unique. Oh, by the way, I will most likely look like this at all times. And he's going to put his helmet back. Even when sleeping.
Because he likes being a paladin toaster.
Toaster.
Very well, everyone. All ship passengers are given permission to step onto Theocracy grounds.
Awesome.
At that point, everyone who wasn't Turku the Terror, who already got off, pretty much goes their separate ways, except the Order of the Swan for the most part.
Sweet. Okay, well, I'm going to go buy some stuff. You want to come with me? Oh, no.
I'll watch your back and make fun of you.
Yeah, thanks.
And look for this guy's house. If we pass this guy's house on the way, I'm having some fun.
All right, 75. I have 7,500. Okay, you know what? Here for now, DM, I'm just going to take the GP for the structures I'm going to build out of my account.
Okay.
Just, it's there. I just don't want to have to deal with it.
Understood. Yeah, we can say that you've already paid for it.
Sweet thing. Yeah, so I'm going to head over directly to the... Heart. Gotta zoom in
Arthur?
Here. Heather Ferry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Heather Ferry.
Directly.
I think that's actually how it's pronounced.
Okay.
Now, Servon, that instance of racism that you encountered on the ship is not the only instance that you see. It's very evident as you both make your way through the city. Tieflings aren't exactly well liked here.
He is 100% going to release some dinosaurs and some other random stuff on this populace if he stays here too long.
Hey, just let me know when, and I'll have you roll for it.
Just there'll be no one there. He'll just be like somebody like plesiosaurs and mesosaurs into the bloody ocean. It's where ocean creatures, right?
As you get closer to this area, it gets nicer. So, and you start to notice a lot more ASMR.
Ooh.
And you know, when you get to that red line that was drawn on the map, you essentially find no more tieflings past that point, and you get a lot of disgusted stares.
Huh.
He's going to do he's going to do a copy of the disgusted stares back at the disgusted stares.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Sturbon, you're good on your own, right?
I'm sticking with you.
Okay, well, you can't cross this point, and I really don't want to make all these people angry. Because then they won't sell me stuff. Honestly, me being next to you is that's jeopardizing my selling experience anyway. Sorry, buying.
You're selling stuff?
Well, no, just buying stuff.
What do you think you are doing here?
Who was that directed to?
You notice a number of actually they are armored, but either one of you go ahead, roll me well, for Dehun it would be history, and for both of you it would be history, since for backstory reasons.
This guy lived in the woods.
They had no idea. Sturbon immediately perceptive.
Yeah, so these guys are just like a bunch of guys in armor.
Cool.
Cerebon, you can tell these guys are guards, and they not any guards that you have seen, or they're to use a modern analogy, they're like the National Guard.
Nice.
So, higher than local law enforcement, lower than full-blown military.
Hello. How are you?
We were doing fun till we saw your companion.
Yes. Well, sorry, I'm eating French fries. Just give me a moment. Man, these are starch. Okay. Well, I do apologize for his presence in this fine city. Sadly, he is required.
What can devil person do that is required?
He makes me laugh. And I am the kind of guy who does not get a lot of laughter. Here, you're Sturbon, do a trick.
Could you make either a deception or a persuasion check?
Sure, this is going to be completely based off of what Sturban does, but I'm going to do a persuasion. Well, no, deception sounds
More accurate.
more accurate. Could I get advantage if he does a trick?
Yes.
Awesome. Does Sturban do a trick?
I'm thinking right now. Because I feel like I just want to do a bloody pull a rabbit out of the hat trick, but at the same time,
You don't want
it's like
to.
both rabbits and a random dinosaur work here. And if Starbound knows what the hell these guys are, he's more than. Kidding. Alright, guess he's pulling the dinosaur out if he can.
Wait, you're pulling a dinosaur out?
Out of a hat? Sure.
Alright. Roll the usual thing.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Alright.
Just smiles, pulls off cap, and pulls out essentially what, a Microraptor or something? Apteryx?
Yeah, they would be small enough.
Yeah. One of those two, because I have them in mind.
Alright, Dayon, go ahead and get your advantage.
Yay.
Alright, so they look at the things. Yeah, I bet there are plenty other tricks that a person can do.
Oh, yes. He can make trees happen. And, like, flowers. He's very funny. It's especially funny when he fails, and he does that quite often. But believe me, he is harmless. Even that thing that he's holding right now, it couldn't hurt a fly. I've specifically made sure that he is as useless as possible.
You hear a voice say, Gentlemen, what is going on here? And you see walking up to you a tan-skinned, blonde-haired man, light blue eyes, walking up with a cane. He says this looking at the two of you and the guards.
Hello, random citizen. These fine guards here are trying to stop me bringing my completely helpless joke man into this premises.
Okay then. The man will look at you, look at Cerebon, and turn to the guards. Gentlemen, you know very well who I am. And, well, you know very well that when I say this, I am being completely genuine. I completely, wholeheartedly believe this man when he says that his companion, as disgusting as he may be for you, is completely harmless and will not spread any devilish diseases. Now, he said, turning to the two of you, I believe we have some business to do, if you will please follow me. you will see Starabon. You will see that he uh, hands the lead person like handful of coins, like behind his back, before he like starts walking away and gestures for the two of you to follow.
Darn it, I'm too American for this city. Bribery? All right, yeah, I'll follow this guy.
Cutting of the tree, I'm planting it all across this theocracy.
Hey, sorry about that, Strabon. I just had to make you look as pathetic as possible.
It's no worries.
Okay, cool. Don't worry, I'll help
Yeah.
you destroy some of these guys later.
I wish that we took a cutting from the tree we faced.
Well,
the man will lead you further into the district and actually lead you into a two-storied shop. You can see that over on the opposite wall there is a counter, and adjacent to the counter is a set of stairs that leads up to the second floor, where you can see a bunch of seemingly random items.
perfect. I love random items.
The man will go around the corner and sit down with his hand resting on the cane, like plainly visible. Now, we don't get a lot of visitors here, particularly ones that are, well, let's just say unwelcome. Fugitives, if you could say.
Who's the fugitive this time?
Well, if you need to ask that, perhaps you are dumber than you look.
Damon's gonna nod his head emphatically.
A feeling that a paladin friend knows.
Yup. Yeah, they're not too kind to you guys around here.
Well, not just
Anyway.
that. Deo and Stormbender, or perhaps I should say Makar.
Right then. Who are you?
Yeah. This is absolutely an NPC that I should have come up with a name before. But, because I actually had this NPC planned beforehand. Polion. The name is Polion.
Napoleon, like Napoleon, but without the N?
No, get out of capital locks.
Napoleon, perfect. Okay. All right then, Napoleon. What's your story? How do you know me? How do you know my real name? And aside from that, do you have any information to sell?
Well, there are two businesses that I run. One is this shop here. The other is information. I know you because I have friends in the upper echelons of this country. And, well, let's just say that the priest that kept you locked in a basement wasn't as thorough as he thought he was.
Oh, I didn't think that old guy talked to anybody. All right.
But you're not
Oh,
the only fugitive. I mean, you're mostly wanted because, well, last time you were here, you had a demon in you. And do you really think that they're going to buy a story that you somehow managed to cure yourself?
yes. Wait. Yes.
No, they're not going to believe it because they will think that it's the demon trying to fool everyone.
Gosh darn it. Every single time I turn around, it's like I shouldn't have gotten rid of the demon. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
if you
you.
didn't get rid of the demon, we would have been able to just say, "Told you so," seconds before everyone dies. After
It
you
should have.
die.
Anyway, look, Polian, you have information, and how about this? Okay, I will pay you for a new identity, and I will also pay you to tell me where my other half is.
Your other half.
Yeah, the mirror version of me.
Oh, right, him. I heard about him. First off, let me just say this: that you are not the only person that's wanted here. The rest of your group is also wanted. Cerbon here is wanted. Well, he's not wanted here technically, though if given the chance, he can be turned into the Calbian Empire. Pretty sure that's where you were a scout, no? And then there's...
I think they're a little busy for that, to be honest.
Well, if you're also kind of wanted for... was it guilty by association with the assassination of the Emperor? Miss Olivia, wanted for, well, corrupting one of the higher up civilians, one of the more respected civilian families' sons. And of course, that son was burned at the stake, but she managed to get away unpunished somehow. As for the other half of your party, well, Arson and Gorza are relatively unknown here. They have no real value to the government. And, well, at the very least, the Vanderveen girl can be used as a hostage or held for ransom. Now I have to ask, what brings a bunch of people like you to this country?
Business. Hey, we're not telling you anything unless you tell us more.
Well, I can tell. Well, what would you like for me to demonstrate, Makar?
Well, make me a persuasive alternative ID.
We could just ask Liv for that.
Yeah, but this guy knows the place. Plus, I trust this guy more than Liv. There's some free information for you.
Honest. Not.
Well, only time will tell whether or not your trust is placed well.
As long as I've got money. All right. I'm guessing that's going to take a little while, so I'll just keep checking in for that ID.
Very well, Grigory Nikov.
Grigory Nikov.
Grigory Nikov.
Gregory. 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 That'll work.
Grigory Nikov. He was taking what looks like an adventurer's ID, writing down a name, and sliding it over across the counter towards you.
All right. That looks good enough for me. Okay. Well, I'm surprised that you're being so free about this. Pretty simply, we're here to try to deal. Well, actually, you know what? I'll take that ID first. Thank you. Sign my name on it poorly. Slide.
Something that we can actually do, like, I don't know, sell wine rather than fight a tree.
Yeah, we're here to fight a tree. Currently, the world is beset by dangerous entities. Do you know the Dark Moon? What was it called? Malar, I believe.
I am well familiar with Malar.
Yes, we are here to stop him from doing things with trees.
The trees are essentially eggs. They hatch creatures.
Yes.
Learned that last night, Dahan, and remembered it just now.
Wait, sorry, you had an ominous dream and you didn't tell me about it.
Didn't. Yeah.
Wow. Never felt so interested in my life. Oh. Tatum like stumbles a little bit. Do you have a chair?
Yeah, it gestures out towards the room where there are like 2 chairs per wall.
I will go grab a chair, pick it up, and bring it back. Oh, thank you. He's not going to sit down in it. He just has the chair in the room. Okay. Man, ominous dream. Okay, so what did the dream say? Sorry, here, Mr. Polian. Here's some more information for you. What was the dream?
The dream said nothing. It was just showing what happens when the trees are done gorging themselves on a city.
And what happens?
Out will release some creature that blots out the sun. Good luck fighting that. I'm sure your god would hate that.
What is it with a bunch of heretics? Okay, so trees bad, really bad, like disastrous for the entire planet. Not that that exists.
We realized that when we found one munching on a city.
Yeah, well, now we at least know what it looks like. You had a dream? Was it about here? Like, what happened in the dream? Aside from the big tree.
Pretty much. I guess you'll recount the beginning of the dream then.
Oh. That's weird. Why do we look back on ourselves? Wait. Why did we look back? Was there, sorry, so out of character, was there a path forward?
There are 2 paths forward. So one led to a group that looked like yourselves. The path behind them split off in 2. one of which led to a wall of screaming souls, another led to your group again, but this time wearing the armor of the fallen chosen. The path with the set of complete strangers, which, now that you're thinking about it, one of them did look like Fleur and her disguise. But that had 3 paths. The one with the fiery bird led back to the path, to the branching pathway where your group undisguised was. The second one led off into the distance. The third one looped around. I should also add that for the one with the fiery bird, the path intersects with the path behind your undisguised group, but it only appeared when you were looking at that particular path, and it branched off again, going off into the distance.
Okay, so let me get this straight. There's a bird path, there's a path that just keeps going, and then there's a path that has the bad guys on it.
Let me, you know what?
I'm sorry, I'm bad with dreams.
And I'm not necessarily good with describing them. So...
oh, no, you described dreams great. That's exactly how a dream would feel.
Well, I had some inspiration after watching a D&D podcast. So let's say that so let's say that is the path that you're all on.
Yep.
So this is the path with your group undisguised, and then one led off to the wall of screaming souls, another led off to your group wearing the fallen chosen armor. This is the path with your group disguised. One led to this path here, and then branches off. Like, it connects there. Another one moves back around.
Okay.
And I suppose that we want to be wholly accurate. It would also be like that.
Oh boy, yeah, timelines are tough. Okay, and we have no clue what's over here, right?
The orange path, it just goes off.
Here, that's the disguise kit, poorly drawn.
That would refer to this entire
right
path.
Okay, so we have, guessing that these are probably fairly similar, though we'll leave them separate. Okay, so this is bad, this is bad, this is bad because we don't know about it. This one is also kind of bad. This one loops around, and the blue one was where we went back to the city, the volcano and the tree.
Yes.
Okay, and I was told, get out, you scrub. You're not part of this anymore. Rats, because Okay, because this is what War and Peace want. Obviously, we just keep returning through the cycle. But I mean, if we take this path, there's a chance that we go over to Death Zone over here. So if we just disguise ourselves and go off into the unknown, like else, then okay, all right. So rats. This kind of comes down to what Daehun would do instead of what I would do. And then again, he doesn't have any say in this anyway. So okay, sweet. Thanks for the breakdown.
Yeah, we'll just keep that there for future explanations.
Okay, so Daehun does some thinking, and we'll see how much of this actually gets into his thinking. Let's see, I'll do it. I'll do a religion. Eh, he gets enough of it to know not to go down the red path. Okay, so we need to put on disguises. Yeah. Where was he going with this? Oh, yeah. Let's see. I was going to get information out of you with money. Thank you, Sturban, for that very interesting tale. I had that same dream last night, too, except for I went to a different place and was told no. Yep.
Sure, I looked into and you starved them out of it. And
Sorry,
just
what?
accidentally dived in there.
That was a little quiet, sorry. Okay, so let's see. So we told you about the trees, we told you about the dreams. What else is this, fake ID word?
Well, it's
Anything?
You're asking like what else it's worth for?
Yeah, sorry. So like he trades in information. I was wondering if I could, like, is it just a free sample? Like, sorry, he's asking the character.
Uh, you wanted a demonstration of my ability, so I provided.
All right, thank you very much. And I trust you even more. Okay, I believe we can conduct any further business. So, first, is there any information on very large black trees that suck life out of anything around them?
Not here. And I doubt that there is any connection between Malar and that hungering one that you described. You know, it has been quite some time, but well, he will like flex one. He'll flex his left arm, and it will light on fire before he flexes it again. The fire goes out. It's been quite some time. The phoenix inside me just wants to burn something, having heard these bird people that you described.
Yes, bird. Though based on the probably prophecy, I'm guessing that's not a good idea. Bad idea for all of us.
Not necessarily.
Okay, not all of us. I mean, I'd get to live forever and be really unhappy, but I'd still be there. Anyway, right. So, no information with the trees. You did say that you knew my mirror self, though. Where is he? How is he doing?
Well, I've heard that he exists. I have yet to see him.
Oh, brilliant. Well, you're really useful, aren't you? Um, okay, fine. Last thing. You have a lot of curios in here. Can I, do you have any magic? Anything helpful in combat?
Oh, there are plenty of things here. Makar. Or, well, perhaps I should say Gregory. Grigori.
Thank you.
This is a shop of magical items that I've been able to procure over my many lifetimes.
Uh-huh. And are any of, I mean, you said shop, right? So what do you think would be most useful? I'm looking for something to increase my inability to be hit. Alternatively, something that reduces any damage I take.
It reduces the damage you take or makes you harder to hit.
Harder to hit, preferably. I got this sweet shield. I could use a ring. I've been looking for those rings. They were too expensive previously.
What ring?
Let me look up the name. A ring of protection. Any level is fine. Maybe that was a different campaign. Did you say that there were different levels to them?
I don't think I did.
Okay. Well, I'll take anything you got. I would also like better armor, but that's just me.
Well, I have some cloaks of protection. Hold on, let me see what the ring of protection is. Cloak of protection. Oh, ring of protection.
Oh, I'm surprised that it's
Wow,
they're ones and
they are this. They do the exact same thing, except one is uncommon and the other is rare.
yeah, that's kind of silly. Okay. Well, I'll take either. If you got the cloak, I'll take the cloak.
Yes, and it will be significantly more in your price range, I feel.
I hope so. I only have a certain amount of money that will remain undisclosed. All right, how much for it?
Hold on, I am making the diagram more understanding, more legible.
Got it. Man, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah, we'll do green for that one. Text. All right. There, that should clarify some things. Oh, well, let's just say 400 gold.
All right, that might be a little pricey for me. Um, do you buy items?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I have this very fancy sword that I can no longer use. He's going to pull out his longsword +1. Sadly, I have gained 2 more blades since I started using this, and I no longer need it. How much?
Let's see. You are planning on purchasing a cloak of protection and want to sell a +1 longsword.
Yes. And depending on your availability of any improved magical shields, I may also be selling a shield.
Okay, where? Alright, it'd just be weapons. Oh, they're of a similar rarity.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can say that they are of equal rarity. And given the amount of labor that has to go into either item, you would be ending up with a profit.
Ah, all right. Really then. Okay. How about we...
Now, what kind of shield are you looking for? Are you looking for one that catches missiles, or are you looking for one that makes you harder to hit in general?
just harder to hit? This one sadly has been beaten up through many battles. I just need a new one. It is still in good condition, though. It's surprisingly sturdy. I think it has something to do with the diamonds along the side. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not even sure they're diamonds. I think that's just like glass. Oh well.
Now, you're looking for a +1 or +2.
+2,
Three,
please.
yeah, 3 is a bit harder to come by.
Well, do you have any +3?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, take what you can get, eh? +2.
All right, so if the cloak of protection and the +2 shield in exchange for the longsword,
And a +1 shield.
and a +1 shield. Well,
Yes. I believe that that would just leave us with a little bit extra on that second shield. How much will that cost me?
well, given that a +2 shield is rarer, well, unless you want to see if your druid friend wants it.
Uh, my +1 shield? Druid, Sturbon, would you like a +1 shield?
Oh, I can. Yeah, sure. I'll take a shield.
Okay, then you're helping me pay for my new one.
All right. How much is a +1 shield?
I don't know. Well, sir, thank you for this information. You know what? I think what I'll do, I will. I
Tell
need an estimate on this shield first.
Well, if you were to sell me both of the to complete this transaction, in exchange for the cloak of protection and the +2 shield, you would be giving me the +1 longsword, the shield, and 200 gold.
200. Even after trading in those items.
Because of rarity.
Rarity is understandable.
You have to realize that +2 shields are, in fact, rare.
They are rare. All right. You know what? I'll decide on this based on what the design is on the front. What does the shield look like?
It's a kite shield.
Okay, no, that's it. I'm done. I'm 200 gold forked over. Best type of shield. Love kite shields, man.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah, no,
I didn't know it was that easy.
it doesn't even matter what it looks like. It's a kite shield. Okay, so I get a +2 and a cloak of protection, and then minus longsword and shield.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And this is surprisingly beneficial. I don't think I can take any more items, but do you have anything situational?
I have health potions.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I've already spent 200 gold today. That is way too much for me. Thank you very much. I think that concludes my business with you. So far, you've given me all the information I need, and
Well, I can give you more. I highly doubt that you are here to just do business, or at least it is a more clandestine business.
all right, clandestine went right over Dahoon's head. I'm not part of a clan.
Stealthy dealings. Said dealings you don't want normal people to see. Damn.
Oh, right. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Clandestine. Can we just call it shifty? Shifty business.
You see, normal people understand shifty. Clandestine makes people confusing.
All right, fine. We'll use the confusing version. I promise I'm smart. Okay, fine. Yes, clandestine. Yes, we are technically here to review the theocracy, sort of an external audit, if you will.
Audit. I didn't hear any audit.
I'm here to do that.
Oh, you're just here to check out how they do things here, leadership wise. Right.
Yeah.
Right. You heard us talk about you want this level of control. Wonderful.
Okay, so
Well, that sounds like a personal thing, but taking a look at you, it says looking at Sterabon, looks like you have other ideas as to what you're doing here.
You mean in the shop or at bloody country?
The country.
We pretty much are guessing that there's a random giant tree that just ate one of your cities here. That's pretty much it.
and also that the place is ruled by devils, but again, you just said that's a personal matter.
Okay, now, is this
Devil?
that you're genuinely forgetting what you're doing here, or you're telling a fib?
I'm genuinely forgetting. I thought we were here about the demons, devils, and trees.
Okay, from what I remember is that the reason why you're in the Genomycin theocracy in the first place is because you're planning on poisoning the heads of the church.
Poison the heads of
Well,
church. More like dumping the blasted tea so we don't have to worry
Well,
about
yeah, you're dumping the tea by giving it to the heads of the theocracy, the Genomycin church, in the hopes that they either drink it and die, or keep it and get attacked by the fallen chosen.
but that was an external audit. That's what I was saying. We're here to deal with the
You
church.
know what? you'd say external eye. It just has term. I'm so confused. Okay.
Sorry, counting term. Yeah, yeah, we're here to
He's
deal
just
with the
like, oh,
church.
you're learning about the leadership. We're done. Like, okay.
Sorry, yeah, no, I was talking about the church problems. Okay, sorry, I'll speak more in Daehun style from now on.
That was Daehoon style, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, we're just here to deal with the church and the fact that they're all a bunch of, he's going to glance at Sturbon, devil worshippers.
Ironic.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're devil worshippers. I think we just ran into a random church that was led by a, what was it called?
How about we ask the guy that's sitting in front of us, hey, guy, are the people here corrupt? And, well, all right, sir, we already know
They
they're
are
corrupt because
corrupt. You just
money,
saw corruption 5 seconds ago.
and I hate it, but are they corrupt like because they're spiritually evil or just normal human corruption?
The majority of the civilian populace is, well, at least the civilian populace there in positions of power is just human greed. The church is demon affiliated.
Oh, that's so much worse. Okay.
And
All
it
right.
is secretly demon affiliated.
Of course, of course. They're good old theocratic weirdos on the outside. Okay, so let me ask you this. How much do you...
In addition to the human greed.
Right.
I just find it ironic. They go after demons. Well, they go after me because they think I'm devil related, while they're all demon related.
Well, you're a tiefling. You should be well aware of the fundamental differences between devils and demons.
I've been told I forgot that I don't, which is hilarious. But yes, difference
Okay.
between devils and demons is interesting.
You know what? While we got you here, I feel like, sorry, our conversation's been a little off topic. Let's get to the point. Where's the best place to kill these people? Is it a good idea to kill these people, just flat out?
Well, when you remove anything from power, there's going to be a vacuum, so to speak.
Oh, you're speaking my language right now.
And
I'd rather not.
And it depends on who fills that void.
Okay, as long as it's not Turku the Terror, I am on board. How about you? No, you're the guy from the shadows. You don't want to be in the spotlight. Who would possibly want an entire theocratic country to control? I can't possibly think of someone.
How?
Sturbon, can you think of anyone?
What now?
Can you think of anyone who might want to rule a newly leaderless country? You know, anyone? One with strong moral code?
Strong moral. I have no idea who would be able to do
An
that.
outstanding citizen? Dahyun will
No
start
one.
posing.
I see no one.
Okay, that is a good point. All right then, Mr. Information Man. Who is next in line?
Well, that depends on how you go about doing this. If you just cut the head off the Hydra, then, well, it would be whoever the patriarchs choose next. But if you cut the head off at the base of the neck. Well, let's just say that no one has ever thought that getting rid of the entire legislative body of the church, what was I saying? No one has ever thought of what would happen if the entire legislative body of the church just up and died.
Because that's darn near impossible unless you're a hungry, hungry tree and they're all in the same city.
I mean, that's not too bad of an idea.
Yeah, except the last time we faced such a tree, you nearly died.
I did nearly die. I was very
and
hungry
the city
too.
got turned into a crater.
Okay, all right, I get it. Okay, so we have to like corrupt the church.
I wouldn't worry about taking down the church. You can always go someplace else.
No, because they're a big problem. Because they, why do we have to kill these guys?
We don't.
But we kind of. Okay, but like, is it a job? Are we getting paid for this?
No, we're just kind of chilling here. Really, we're not really doing much. This is just a thing of let's check out the theocracy. That's literally all we're doing, right?
Wait, so we're not. Okay, look, I think that we should probably try to do something about this anyway. I don't like the idea of people being lied. And I know what it's like dealing with a demon. If it's your entire society, I can't imagine what it's like. So,
Well, sooner or later they'll tear themselves apart and demons will have fun. It'll be a playground for anyone who is a demon.
Daehun.
And then we have another whole problem acquired in this section of.
Okay, so we deal with it
Plane.
with the sun. Just shine the light of the sun into this darkened pit of despair, and we have a solution. All we have to do is get the sun to them and actually show them that they're false. So, hey, what if we go with a disenfranchise? Ooh. Discrediting.
You shouldn't be so concerned about that. Just wait for the demons to show their faces, and then you can go to town. All right?
No, but that's the thing. They're too smart for that. What if we show the demons' faces for them? I mean, most of these people are not evil, like you said, Mister Polian. Most of these people would probably be terrified that the fact that the entire clergy was consorting with such horrible beings. All we have to do is show that and then destroy the clergy. That would destroy the roots.
Yeah, let's not worry about that too much.
Sorry, what? I'll turn you up in Discord.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just talking quietly.
Okay, 163%. Maybe I'll hear you.
Oh dear.
Okay, so how do you think the populace would take that, Polian? I mean, they take it poorly, but do you think they'd recover?
I, as the DM, was distracted by other thoughts.
I was thinking about having the demons, like, I was thinking about showing the public that the demons exist and that the clergy is very much involved with them.
No, they wouldn't take it very well. And
Right.
you'd run the whole gambit of these outsiders that are wanted by the church are lying to downright existential crisis.
Okay, so maybe not a good idea. So we just have to keep lying to everyone. So What if we? Ooh, I like that idea. What if we make it look like the demons? Like if there's a specific part of the church, not the entire thing, just a specific part that allowed demons in, and then they kill the entire clergy, and the clergy go out in this big, glorious battle against darkness and evil, and then they're all gone. But it was actually us killing them. How's that sound?
Then you make the clergy martyrs, and people believe in their faith a lot more.
It's kind of a no-win situation here, Daehoon.
Yeah, but what if we? I mean, what happens if they all just die? They'll just regrow, right? Like, unless we spend 100 or so years just killing the same group of people over and over again, they're just going to come back. I mean, don't get me wrong, 100 and so years. Like, we need a new government. We need a new system, right? The one that we have currently isn't working, so we need to replace it somehow. I don't have any ideas. And I'm not going to ask you, Druid, because you're just going to say, return to nature. Which I don't agree with.
Return to nature. No, no, you see, if everyone returned to nature, it'd stop being nature anymore, and honestly, I don't feel like dealing with that.
All right, that works.
You guys can go all die, I'll just say it in nature and hope I don't. Hope that works. I'm just kidding. If demons come into this plane, there will be small issues. I'd have
It's
to
fine.
also deal with that because I don't think demons particularly care for a tree.
You just have to attack him with unending dino swarms. That's awesome, actually. That sounds so cool.
Unending dinos. You know how tiring it is to create a dinosaur?
That's fine. You know, all you have to do, create like a giant spider, like two of them, and then just have them repopulate.
Okay, that's a brilliant idea. I'll just put those giant spiders in your basement. Have fun with that.
Exactly. And then they take
Oh,
over the earth, and then they become intelligent, and then we have the same problem all over again, but spiders.
now I know what I can give Liv. She's been asking for some sort of gladiatorial beast. I can give her giant spiders and we call it a day.
Brilliant. Okay, focus. We have to think about the theocracy.
I'm more concerned about what we're doing here in a shop right now.
Oh, right now? We're just
Am I
talking.
able to buy anything from the shop?
Well, do you see anything of interest, or are you looking for anything in particular?
Does he have any better leather armor? I'm allowed to use them, but I'm more concerned about leather.
Let's see. You're looking specifically for armor? Leather armor?
He's looking for light armor of some sort that's better than what he has. He wants to increase his AC, I guess. I don't know too much about D&D though. D&D armors.
Well, I can tell you this: there are armors that increase your AC, but there are also armors that give you damage resistance.
Alright, I think I'll go with the damage resistance then.
Right.
I mean, that worked in animal mode, but no.
They'll at least work the first round of combat and whenever you go down.
Yeah. I mean, they'll work when I'm not in animal mode, which is whenever the heck I'm slinging spells and hoping no one looks at me funny.
So he'll look at you and ask, do you have, when you're in cold environments, do you feel particularly affected by the cold?
Oh, you mean that type of damage resistance? I was thinking. Let's take. Where the heck did I put my resistance?
Yeah, basically, he's asking if you have Infernal Constitution,
Oh,
which gives you cold resistance and maybe poison resistance. Well, I know Mythlivia has it, and I have access to everyone's character sheets.
Yeah.
I think I do. I'm mostly just hard to tell with this sort of thing, but
against being saving throws against being poisoned. Oh, and poison damage. Resistance to cold and poison damage. So,
I actually do not.
Well, given how cold this environment is, I would suggest leather armor of cold resistance.
All right.
Now, let me see, and he'll take you upstairs where he has a bunch of armors. Okay. Let's see. Leather armor, cold resistance. It's about 500 gold.
All right. I'm guessing it's the same AC as.
Yes, it has the same AC, but you get resistance to cold damage.
All right. All right, you'll just take it.
Now, hearing you all discuss what is you're trying to do, or at least what you might be doing, let me offer you this. I can take you to the capital without having to go through all of the tedious paperwork. However, in exchange, want one night with each of you individually.
One night with every single person among our crew, or among the CEO Swan adventuring party?
The two of you, Miss Olivia and Fleur Vanderveen.
Why? What are you going to do?
Well, that will ultimately be up to you.
We will, I guess we'll bring a proposition up to Liv and Fleur then.
One night. How many hours?
The whole night.
Yeah, how many hours?
No more than 12.
Thanks. I can get in like 12 hours. 12 fights wouldn't take too long. So I could get in 11 fights in that. That's not too bad. I mean, I'd be almost dead by the last one, but all right, I'll think about it. But our main issue, what are we going to do in the capital anyway?
We'll worry about that later, Dahan. I'm sure Liv will tell you.
Yes, and with that, that is where